Oh, dude, come on. Man.
Oh, look at who I found. He's creeping on me.
Dude?
He's creeping on me.
Stalking me,
dude. Sparrow, when is that coming out, bro? When is the documentary coming out?
I don't know, dude. I want to see it as much as you do.
Tell me about. Did you revive Ashley Babbitt?
Did I revive Ashley Babbitt?
Yeah. Did you provide medical issues? Like, what were you doing to Ashley Babbitt when she died? Tell me about. Did you revive Ashley Babbitt?
Did I revive Ashley Babbitt?
Yeah. Did you provide medical issues? Like, what were you doing to Ashley Babbitt when she died? Come on, Sparrow, man. What the fuck, dude? You're like the white knight here, man. Like you're like the albino here.
Dude, honestly, I think if it wasn't for the cameras, like we'd be good friends. Like, you know, I watch your streams occasionally. Dude, we have a lot in common.
Dude, I think that you should be the journalist of the fucking decade, truthfully. And I don't say that about anyone, Sparrow.
Look, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back, but you're going after what? You're going after one of the biggest organizations in the world, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but like that's a pretty big deal too, right?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I got a pair of scissors. Okay. Want me to undo with your ankle monitor?
No.
I'll take it off. You know, you'll be free man.
Man, so come on, none of the conspiracies. Like, yeah, have you seen Woo's News' the video? Have you seen Woo's News and shit?
Is that data? Is that where I'm called Data?
Yeah, that the one they call you Data.
I've seen it. Yes.
What do you think about Woo's News' analyzation of your part there?
Remind me. I don't remember that much about it other than it was a load of crap.
That it was a load. You thought it was a load of crap?
I mean, come on, dude.
The bullet. I mean, like.
You really think I'm a crisis actor, dude?
I don't know, man. I'm glad you stopped by to talk because maybe you're not. Like, you know, when you remain silent, I don't know.
What kind of crisis? I mean, you came up to me in the middle of I mean, nothing's going on here, but like over there, like
in Chicago,
there was a lot of stuff going on when you came up to me. And you were like, looked like you were really like
angry,
like off your rocks or something.
I mean, they say that all the time, but did you ever feel I mean, you've been in war zones, man. You weren't afraid of me in any type of way.
Afraid of what?
You weren't afraid of me in any way. You were in like a war zone.
I wouldn't say I was afraid of you,
yeah.
But it's like, it's a little annoying. I don't like being on camera.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want you on camera. Well, you know, you're like that. You're a unicorn. You're like a unicorn.
You gotta pay me for this.
Yeah, I know, right?
How much you're getting paid for this?
I've only made $27 today.
So you gotta give me half of that.
Yeah, it's not good.
Special
no, we're gonna. So, yeah, like I don't know, man. I really liked Woo's News' video and everything.
Why do you like it?
I don't know, because there's like Taylor Toronto. The whole thing with Taylor. Taylor is like
Taylor
Toronto.
Who's that?
Oh, you don't know Taylor?
Tell me about
Taylor.
I got his name wrong. Hanson?
No, not Hanson.
I don't know.
Toronto. Toronto was the one who allegedly doxed Trump. Trump doxed Obama. He went behind his house, but he was sued with Officer Miller's wife. Sued him for $7 million. Him and Chaplin, David Chaplin.
Well, I don't know about him.
He was the first cop ever to get benefits for having an off-area suicide ruled a on-duty death, and his widow sued Taylor Toronto and David Kaufman for the death of her husband for $7 million. And so he came out to DC, came out to the Freedom Corner to get video footage from McCarthy. Senator McCarthy said he was releasing J6 footage, and they never gave it to him, and they said that he was harassing McCarthy They made a bunch of claims. He got convicted. He just did a bench trial a couple weeks ago. But he was in the, I know this is wrong, but I like that guy. Talk about someone who is just in person.
Look, I've never heard about Taylor
Toronto. Yeah, well, he came in and said that, he said that Ashley wasn't dead. So that's somebody with firsthand, not like firsthand there.
I'll tell you something I've never told anyone, and this is public, so.
I appreciate you even just stopping. Like I have respect for you for that.
Well,
straight up.
There's nothing going on.
Yeah, it's boring.
And then someone told me that you were right here, so I had to come say hi.
Wizzy?
Someone.
Wizzy.
Someone. But,
Don't lie. Don't lie, Sparrow.
It doesn't matter who it is, right? But I talked to some medical professionals about Ashley Babbitt because I saw what I saw. Like. I asked them, like, would there have been any, like, if we had magically transported her from there to the hospital, is there any way she's going to survive? And I was told no. Yeah, because probably...
So she was dead when you touched her?
No, she was not dead.
She was still alive.
There was no way you were going to save her because, that's what this medical professional told me.
Okay.
Based off of what he knew. I mean, obviously, we don't have an autopsy. Like, I've never seen it, but
so
I don't think, I think it's like incredulous that people think she's still alive. That's all I'll say, right?
Fair enough.
I think it's
fair enough.
From someone who saw it right in my face, there's no way she's alive.
And
it was a very good Hollywood production if they pulled that.
Well, I mean, and you were like one of the because I guess I got real conspiratorial because you were like the third guy to crawl through the fucking window there in the Capitol right after the Proud Boy. Fourth, third or fourth.
Fourth or fifth, yeah. That was
like, how the fuck did you not like? What press credentials do you have that you could crawl through the White House window?
I don't like saying this. I don't like saying this like on public. If you didn't have again, like if I said, if there weren't cameras, like I'll tell you much more. But I take risks, and I keep on telling myself like, when I was overseas, we took way more risk than let's say a couple years in jail. For telling the truth, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
I faced, much more higher risk than that. So it's a risk I took.
Yeah.
It was calculated.
Yeah, I mean, you got the shot. I mean, there's no doubt, man. You got all the shots. Yeah. You got the shots in Portland. You got the shooter on the bridge. You had the first the Proud Boy picture that went around the world, man. You were right next to the dude when he broke the window.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the most famous J6 shots. You were in the porch when they breached up into the scaffolding. You were in the room where Ashley Babbitt got shot. You were when the People's Convoy converged into 1776. You had the fucking shot there. I mean, you're either fucking you're the most lucky photojournalist in the fucking world,
or I'm inside,
or you're inside. Can you see how I could think that? As someone sitting and not having that conversation could process that information, right?
No, I could.
You were in Kyle Rittenhouse. You were in Kenosha.
Yeah.
You're at every fucking you are at some of the most historic things in the country you have captured. And I have respect for that.
We disagree on a lot of things. I can't say that we see eye to eye on a lot of things. But one thing I admire is your tenacity, and I have a little bit of that too. I work my ass off.
Yeah.
Like last night, I think I slept at like 4 a.m. just getting all the edits in.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have time to upload anything on YouTube. So
you don't really use your channel much, do you? Rise Images?
Well, I do, but I just don't have time right now.
Yeah.
I just like to get there and just work as hard as possible. And
I mean,
sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't.
Yeah. You just gotta just keep showing up.
I can tell you plenty of times where I missed it. You know,
Yeah.
there was a brawl like maybe a couple blocks from here. Everyone got it, and I hit record, and it stopped recording because my card was like it malfunctioned, and I didn't know until after the whole brawl. It was like this big brawl.
Yeah.
So I miss it sometimes.
I appreciate you coming up and talking to me. You're like the unicorn.
You're gonna hound my ass for like.
What?
You're gonna hound my ass if I don't come up to you.
Well, I knew that you were in town yesterday. People were saying you were in town. I was like, oh, I can't wait to see him.
Yeah. You got 1 hour and 7 minutes of daylight before you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't get caught, right?
Yeah. I gotta do the early shift, the afternoon shift. So are you gonna be here tomorrow?
Tomorrow's a big day.
Yeah, tomorrow's a big day.
Yeah, unless something. I mean, there's so much to cover tomorrow. Like, I don't know. Is this where the action's going to be? Is it downtown where the action's going to be? But like, you know, there's Beverly Hills. There's like Riverside, Santa Monica.
I would say this is going to be the biggest.
Right. Yesterday I was down south in San Pedro.
Okay.
There was a little protest. 150 people there.
There's a protest at the Scientology building on Sunday. First permit that's been pulled there since we all started protesting. I can't.
You're not allowed to.
I'm not allowed to.
Why? Like, is there like
there's
restraining?
two criminal stay away orders, both my cases. But yeah, they're doing I think it's like 10 to 10 or noon to 10 on Father's Day. They're doing a protest over there. It's the first one. It's the first one that the city has approved the permit for. So first time ever on L. Ron Hubbard Way.
That's like that vibe. I don't know if that's a good time to have a protest or a bad time.
On Father's Day?
Well, that too, but like with all this going on, you know.
Yeah, it was just I don't think none of this was going on when they actually pulled the permit.
Right.
It was weeks ahead.
And then like, you know, what happened last night with Israel and Iran.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to change.
Are you traveling across the country? Are you just in America, or have you been going? I know you've done stuff overseas, but
I have been overseas like to work in a while. So, I don't know. You know, depends where the next big story is.
Yeah.
Where should I go?
I don't know, man. I was hoping to do some of the. I wanted to go see some of the Diddy stuff, but.
Diddy?
Yeah, like some of the trial stuff out in the court stuff. Because I went out to like an indictment out there in New York, and I really liked that. I was there in D.C. for the indictment for him there.
Is that worth it?
Yeah, I made the last 3 J6s. I was there on the 6th to the 20th. It was actually it was worth it because I kept getting swatted over the last year.
Swatted? Like,
yeah.
To your RV?
Yeah, my RV and my van.
Get swatted?
Yeah.
Really?
I've been at gunpoint over 10 times. Over 10 times at gunpoint, like all the red dots and everything. But they swatted me at the Freedom Corner, the federal prison. And I knew I just kind of generally knew the DC Special Ops. And I told them ahead of time. Homeland Security came and searched the car. And I followed up with an email to them with all the different main swattings. And LAPD they confiscated both my phones, had me as a suspect. And Homeland Security took over the case, and they swatted on January 6th this year. It was all locked down over there.
Yeah.
So
it'll be a massive show, of course, for like 20 unfortunate.
And have you been in touch with Wizzy?
We talked.
You know, Wizzy's like my nemesis.
Last night was like literally 15.
You love him.
I love I love the best with Wizzy.
And then we realized
It's definitely a love-hate relationship.
I mean, when was he last online? Like a couple months ago?
He actually. What? Like, or talk to Wizzy?
No. When was he last streaming?
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a hot minute. He can't. He loves to cover my court case stuff. He always does his live. He really wants me to cage for some reason.
To be fair, you know.
I'm infamous, Sparrow.
Give people a hard time, right?
Yeah. If that's what it takes to do what you do, you know. You're the first person to ask what type of style of protest that I was. And I saw Ford Fisher yesterday. You know Ford?
Ford from News to Share?
Yeah, News to Share. And
Right, he is in town. Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't see him.
I've been
today.
harassing him because he's always at all the Proud Boy events. He just is like there, and his chat's nasty.
Speaking of someone who's always there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always there.
No, I you don't think I asked the same fucking questions and did the same shit, Sparrow?
Right.
You know, like, because it's either you guys are really good journalists or always on the spot, or you have good sources, or there's something else. And I'm the type of person that can consider numerous scenarios without accepting one. Right? But I actually had a good one with Fisher. I just told him his chat's awful. The chats, the people are just nasty. It's just
Right,
hate,
right.
man.
That's the thing about live stream.
Yeah,
That's the thing about live stream. Sometimes, you know,
it's hard. It's hard. I
you
don't
got
know.
random people online, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's just like the swatting thing. It's
Yeah.
hiding behind that virtual wall. So,
yeah.
yeah. $27.54, man. That's less than minimum wage, man.
Yeah, I know, man. It's still more than what a Scientologist makes in a week. So I'm doing good.
Yeah, you know, they can really get on your case. Really get on your case.
And I'm truthfully not here for the money. I think I'm probably here for the first and foremost.
Fame.
No, I love being in these. I love being at these events.
Yeah.
At the forefront of it, like making money and getting or building a following is like secondary and third. Like I love the fucking energy, man. I love
all passion, right?
Yeah. When I see the press, I see like 50, 100 press, man. Like this is where I want to be at. The G8 protest out in Chicago, DNC. I want to be there to see for myself.
So
I could watch the internet and
What's the next big thing?
I don't know.
Where should I go?
I think I don't know. I think we're boiling.
You think this is like the tip of the spear? Or?
Yeah. I think there's gonna be a whole lot more.
I mean, tomorrow, you got.
I think tomorrow's gonna be a big day.
Where do you think it's going to be?
It'll be right around here.
DTLA?
Yeah, I think it'll be like by City Hall.
Like, how much of the online rumors do you think are true?
I don't even know of any rumors. I know that it's a big event out in D.C.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the people out there are
Oh,
like,
yeah. It's supposed to rain.
yeah.
2 inches of rain tomorrow, apparently, in D.C.
Really?
So, you know, parade's going to. That's what I heard. It's just like secondhand information. You didn't have that yesterday.
Yesterday I had it.
What happened to your hat? You were wearing a hat earlier.
Yeah, they
What
started thinking. They started putting some. I got a lot of haters, man.
I mean, I wonder why. You know.
I don't know what's people just hate fucking rainbows. I don't fucking get it. I like it for the troll. I like it for the
rainbow, or it's just your
I think it's my persona.
attitude? Yeah.
It's my attitude.
Maybe a little mixture.
The trolling.
Yeah.
Ford put it perfectly. He's like, you're a troll with theater art.
Theater art?
Yeah.
Oh, he's using like college major. Like
Yeah.
vocabulary.
And I had a judge rule here right there that I was a border testing gadfly who does performative art.
Border what?
A border pushing gadfly.
Gagfly.
Gadfly. G-A-D.
So that's like he's saying that in favor of you.
Yes. No, she wrote a
Like he's-
7-page minute order in favor of me, saying I had a constitutional right. And I basically told the one guard, the Scientologist guard, to fuck off, go fuck up. I was saying, you wonder why they call you bitch by Tupac. They said that I was questioning his sexuality, and the judge said, no, that's Tupac. I said that I was paid by George Soros, and they argued that I didn't have a right to protest because I was a paid protester by George Soros, and the judge said, it's obviously, he's telling a joke. It's a joke.
Right.
And so the judge I was really actually impressed with the judge's ruling. I won 2 big court cases last year. I won an anti-slap last year, and it was
representing you.
Dorothy
Costs a lot
Gibbons.
of money.
She did it pro bono.
Really?
She won $135,000 in legal fees for the restraining order.
Well, you didn't get any of that,
I
right?
didn't get it, no. Just got my little check.
Oh, like a check mark?
Yeah, just a check mark somewhere in my mind. I go, I won.
No dollar signs?
No dollar signs. It's not about the money though. I like government. I believe in this shit. I believe in this. I'm not like press. I have a view.
So what's the goal? uncover the truth?
Oh, there's no fucking goals at any.
So we'll just have fun. No, you.
Yeah, I have fun. I like to show the perimeter. I like to show the cops.
Yeah.
I like to show everyone's view.
Weren't you with the big group?
Yeah.
What happened to them?
They've been going back and forth. So they've been just like walking from here over to the city hall and back and forth, and they haven't really been spreading out too far. And so I just been. I don't know. I like the energy of it, man. I like seeing all the different people, the different cultures, the music. Like I don't know. I love the energy of it. I love people. I love the face-offs of the police. And unfortunately, the more the police hurt people, the more people come. It's that's how it was for me for my doing the boycott at La Poubelle. Every time I got falsely arrested, more people came out. So it's if you really want to have, it's just a lot.
So what's gonna happen tonight?
I don't know. I lived 2 nights before. It's like half an hour away. Is the DoubleTree?
Pasadena?
No, it's southeast.
Was that where
Homeland Security were
sleeping there?
Yeah. But I was going to go yesterday, but they had a dispersal order 2 days ago, and then last night I went there and there was nothing going on. Just a couple of security guards out there.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a curfew. She's here.
Right.
I appreciate you coming by and talking to me.
You want me to live stream for you?
No.
That's a nice bike. I'll ride it around for you. I don't want to be seen with a couple of the stickers.
Which one? Don't talk to the cops?
Which one?
Suppressive. That's the anti-Scientology thing.
Keep your community fascist free. But it's got a Furby on it. It's something with a Furby.
It's just fucking light, man. You know? I truthfully like not entertained, care, not cops.
Where are you getting these stickers from?
The chairman of Antifa.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, you know Mina? She was running the DC Rats.
So what's your beef with all these other streamers? What's her name? What's her name? Princess.
Anarchy Princess? She's just a grifter.
What's wrong with AP?
She's just a grifter.
Drifter?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
She's just here for the money. You know?
Yeah, you don't like that, right?
I don't like that. No.
Who else is here for the money?
I don't know.
You don't recognize it?
Well, no, I know there's a few. I would say Streets and Jessica, which were some of the big the influencers, the TikTok influencers.
Like, are they live streaming?
Yeah, they're here
What do you
somewhere.
think about that guy on Kick? What's his name? Santi? Is that one of the big streamers on Kick?
I'm not sure of that guy.
He was live streaming here.
Yeah, I think a lot of them. Well, dude, it's the live streams, man. There's so much hate in those streams, and it's like,
Right.
you know, I hate that shit. Like that people don't control that. There's just hate toward, it's just awful. And I do believe in freedom of speech, and I'm not sure where that line is, you know, with all that shit. But it's just like a lot of these events, I don't know. I just think this is all kind of not like a conspiracy, but manufactured. That chick is batshit crazy. In the white, Katie Kidman.
The one with the,
She's our First Amendment auditor. In the white shirt.
yeah,
Right
no,
there.
with
Jesus
the
is king.
the little.
She's like an instigator. She just instigates the cops. She instigates. Yeah, she's just an instigator.
But you're not?
Oh, I definitely am. But I like more with a purpose, I guess.
It's okay for you to do it, right?
Well, true. Yeah, this is the most I've ever heard you talk.
Well, you always come up with you're like streaming. Back when TPC was happening,
I did the interview
I'm
with
filming, you're filming. It's like I don't like being on camera. Like this is uncomfortable for me, and you know that's why I like anytime anyone's live streaming, I'm just like I try to stay far away. But you know, I wish we had put the cameras down and grabbed a beer or something like that during TPC. You know, like You know, I got a decent antique collection myself. I don't want to talk about it, but like I've seen your stream where you're going through your what is it, your ceramics and whatnot. Your storage
ceramics.
unit, and that was a while ago. That was DNC time.
Yeah. Well, I'm always down to have a beer, Sparrow, off camera. I did it off camera. That interview you hit me on the National Mall.
That was an interesting interview. Like,
Yeah.
I remember your like throat was messed up.
Yeah, no, and I had a lot of respect for you at that point. I really did. And then and I still have a lot of even questioning you. I've had the utmost respect for you.
I appreciate it.
You know, like I respect your professionalism and your quality as a journalist and press.
It's never been about me. You know, like I'll never put my name on anything. I mean, other than a couple documentaries. Right?
And so, is there ever going to be a documentary?
There is, and actually, look, like you guys on chat, you're dang dude, what?
Oh, see, they gave me money.
They gave you money because of me.
Yeah, thank you, Sparrow.
No, you know, there's chat's hearing this for the first time, but like the editors are kind of dragging their feet, and like I'm gonna put my foot down. You know, I really want it to come out this year. So.
Oh, cool. I look forward to seeing what your material, what the storyline is.
I'm curious
whether good or bad or whatever. I'm really curious.
Show it for what it is, you know. You know my work. I don't really put commentary on it.
You barely talk, man. And that's what I mean. You were at this. You were on the National Mall, man. You didn't. You barely, I don't know if I heard you talk once besides when you came up and talked to me. You blended in you just blended in. You blended in, and that's what you have to do. You're like a chameleon.
Well, Scott, appreciate it. You happy now?
Yeah, very happy, man. That you made my fucking night.
Do I have to do like a podcast with you, like a 3-hour podcast, tell you about that one time I was in Iraq? Or
I would love to fucking interview you,
stuff
man.
that you don't know about.
I know you were in the war and everything.
I shouldn't even tell you these things because then you're gonna really think I'm like a.
Well, I already know that you're like a son of an ambassador or some shit too. No, that's a lie.
Who said that?
That was Ruse News said that. You're son of an African embassy or some shit. That's fake news?
That is definitely fake news, man. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I could lead you down that dishonest path.
Yeah.
That's like I wish I was an ambassador. We would have brought some ivory over. We would have brought some diamonds over here. You know, diplomatic. What do you call it? Immunity?
Well, I'll let Rafi know that. Because
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Woo's News, he did lights. He's the biggest, he's the biggest. It was an inside job, J6 documentary. He's been, the last 4 years, he's been doing it. And so he's been paid since January, the first J6 making the videos, his lights, camera, action, the lights, camera, insurrection. It's
trying to get to the truth.
Yeah, but I've had conversations. I was advocating for Taylor because he thought Taylor was like an actor, and I was like, no, I've been talking to Taylor.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, have a good one. I will. Damn. That was the interview of the fucking... Damn. Can you believe that shit? Damn. That's like a unicorn. It's like a unicorn, man. That, damn. I can't believe it. I'm happy. Damn.